Welcome to Lunchtime Answers with Painting with Light. Photo tips while you get your grub on. Well, welcome back. Today is a little sad day. Yeah, we're talking about Microsoft Digital Image Suite. It's a little sad. Now, I gotta tell you, I was so excited to talk to you about Microsoft Digital Image Suite, so I really wanted to be on top of it. I wanted to make sure that I captured everything that was going to be an asset to you who were interested in using it. And in my research, I found that Microsoft discontinued it. Yeah, it's a little misleading because I've still seen it in stores. You can still buy it online, but Microsoft discontinued it, and not just yesterday either. This was a few years ago that they actually did this. So I do still want to talk about it because it is a very powerful editing piece. Microsoft Digital Image Suite is a extremely user-friendly piece of software. This software, I'd say, is on par with Photoshop Elements. It's very powerful. It has that image library piece. The one thing I do like about the image library is that you can tag photos not just with your name, not just with their rating, not just with keywords, but for printing. So you can actually have there's a little symbol that you click, and if you know, oh, I want to print that one, I want to print this one, I want to print that one, and you can just load up anything that has a tag, I want to print. Love that piece. The other pieces of the program that I like, the black and white filter is really awesome. With that black and white filter, I can use my knowledge that I have from when I was shooting black and white film, put other filters on, and I know what brings it out. So they have like an orange filter, they have a red filter, and that just helps with the contrast of that. And that's something we can actually cover in another episode. So I won't get too much into detail there. Microsoft Digital Image Suite 2006 is what I'm using. They had other versions after that, but Microsoft Digital Image Suite 2006 is the type of software that I could give that to my 10-year-old, and she could come up with beautiful images. I could give that to my mom, beautiful images. My dad, who is, and my mom and dad, my mom loves dealing with images, and she actually uses Photoshop, but she is the type of person that I just want to do, if it's her family, I just want to do it quick, no problem. I don't want to mess around. My dad definitely is. That's where I would say Microsoft Digital Image Suite would be for them. There are pieces where you can do projects. I've seen photo crowns done. I've seen cards. I've seen there's a section of scrapbooking pages. It's really the arts and crafts software for digital imaging, for playing around with your digital photos. If I were to say which one of the three software packages would I suggest, I would say it would depend on who you are. If all you're doing is if you're cataloging your photos and you need to have some very good options for editing, AC/DC is a great suite. If you are doing more of the editing and you want to have a lot more control on the editing, but you want to still have that cataloging piece, I would say Photoshop Elements would be great, especially if you really want to get deep into your editing. And if you want to get deep into your editing, but you want to have more of that arts and crafts piece, that's where I would go with Microsoft Digital Image Suite. In my household, we need all three. Can you get by with one? Of course. I am not suggesting that everyone goes out and spends tons of money on digital imaging software, but you can if you feel the need. Thanks for listening to Lunchtime Answers with Painting with Light. If you have any questions or comments, you can send them to lta@pwlem.com. That's lta@pwlem.com. You can also see the video versions of any of the podcasts at lunchtimeanswers.posterous, that's POSTEROUS.com. Thank you very much and have a great lunch.